We just got back from our morning run and we decided that that's the perfect time to have a coffee and chat with you guys.
Yeah.
And since we've already outed ourselves about the table, we figured why not enjoy coffee while sitting here.
So we've got our trusty iPad here with all your questions. Thank you again for sending them in. There's actually such interesting ones that have come through.
So the Silver Ghost says that they're a fellow Katie Bowman devotee, yes.
Ground living.
And they want to know, they were interested in our relationship. We did make one video, which we'll link to, on relationship sabbaticals. But basically, the basics of our relationship, what do they want to know? How we met, navigating a long-term relationship, marriage, etc.
So we met in the 80s and we got together in the 90s. So we knew each other for a while. We were quite good friends, but in and out of the friendship relationship. And then, I don't know what happened, but in 97 we fell hopelessly in love.
Yeah.
Hopelessly.
And which was amazing, but it wasn't as easy to navigate the relationship in the beginning as we imagined, because we hadn't done any work on ourselves. We were very emotionally immature. So it took the first 5 years of our relationship to really get things together. And you made the good point of saying the reason it worked is because we worked on ourselves first.
Yeah, so the first 5 years were like super volatile. But then after that, we realized that, you have to actually be 100% your best self in the relationship, and you can only do that when you've sorted all your baggage. So that's what we went on a mission to do that, and it was quite tough. Sort of various modalities of therapy, lots of tears and
couple therapy and single therapy. It was hard work, but it paid off.
It totally paid off, and I mean, since then, you don't want to say it's plain sailing, but it's definitely been a lot easier than those first couple years.
Yeah, I think one of our main tricks is to make sure that we spend time apart, which is what that video that we're linking to is about.
Sabbatical video. Yeah, we often try and do longer periods apart if the opportunity arises. Like house sitting or those kind of things. Lately, we haven't done it because of YouTube.
Yeah, and you can feel it a little bit because Sporty has a full-time job, so YouTube is very much happens on weekends and evenings. While I work on YouTube full-time, but we need her for a lot of it. She has to show up on cameras. So we're in each other's pockets, and you can feel it because we normally do those weekly artist dates and that kind of thing, and everything's sort of fallen by the wayside, and you can feel it a little bit. Things start getting a bit strained.
Yeah, so those little squabbles and things, if we included any of them in the edit, that's probably why, everyone's a little bit on edge.
Yeah, but I mean, we try our best. I think another thing is to be respectful, to say sorry and move on, to take each other as granted and not for granted.
Yes, that's a very good one.
I think
that's our secret.
Yeah.
Be your best person first, and then get into the relationship. If you're new here, I'm Sporty. This is Ange.
Welcome to Mostly Mindful, where we encourage Gen Xers and beyond to live simply and age with intention.
And if you're enjoying the video, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, because it really helps us to get our content in front of people just like you. What is this one?
Oh, this one's fun.
Lorna. Lorna wanted to know how our garden's doing. That's such a cool question. It's beautiful. So we had a garden service come in, and they were here for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
and they like completely sorted it out. They gathered up all the leaves, they mowed the lawn, they took out all the weeds. But that was a couple of weeks ago, so it's pretty much gone a bit wild again, which is fantastic. And of course Miles is
Yeah,
He's
so
in
happy.
his element.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very happy. We found the garden service is great. We're very chuffed with them. So it's just, it's kind of a financial issue because you don't want them in every week. It gets expensive. So we try and space it.
Yeah, but it also allows the garden a bit of freedom. You know, you don't want to limit all the plants into shapes and things. So.
I mean, I'm just grateful to have found them because like we've got so much on our plate, we can't still look after the garden. And we're so fortunate, it rained last night and it's supposed to rain today as well. So Sporty's off the hook for watering, because that's also, summer it doesn't rain here. So that's...
so you have to water properly.
It's another time-consuming thing that we really don't need.
Yeah, not to mention the water usage.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't like to use too much water here in the Western Cape.
No, we don't. We prefer to shower never. Moving on.
TMI.
Okay. Let's see who's next. Next we have Claire.
Hello, Claire.
Claire would like to know what we do hygiene-wise. Do we use minimal products? And to that we say, please check out our last coffee chat because we went into a bit of detail on that stuff there.
Yeah, we'll link to it for you.
And then she also wanted to know if we've tried No-Poo, which I had to go and Google because I immediately thought of like, if it's yellow metal. Yeah, because I'm 8. But anyway, so it turns out No-Poo is no shampoo. And no, first of all, we've never heard of it. And second of all, we wouldn't use it because, I mean, I wash my hair every now and then because my hair is just very amenable. It behaves itself. Sporty can't afford to do that. She has got hair that is like, it's got such a bad attitude. If she had to do that, I don't know what she'd look like. She couldn't be on camera without a hat.
Yeah, I'd have to get a special brush and do like proper blow drying or something.
Yeah, even the hippie shampoos, it's the one area where we have to break from our sustainable thing. We make sure it's got a bunny on it, but it's regular shampoo.
It's not good stuff, but my hair just cannot
It looks terrible.
It's like straw head.
Yeah, it's so hot. So, and then she also went on to say she wants to know how often we get haircuts because we always look so smart. Well, thank you.
That's a lovely compliment. Thank you.
This is another one of those funny things because my amenable hair grows like flippin' grass.
Yeah.
And if I could, I'd actually cut it once a month, but because it needs a haircut that quickly. Yeah. But again, it's another expensive thing. So I'd try and push it out for 6 weeks. Sporty's hair, it grows so slow.
Like 6 months.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, 6 months is pushing it.
Like 3 months.
3 months, 3 to 4 months, I don't have to cut.
Yeah. We always joke that we should swap because she's the one who likes to have the hairstyles and stuff, and you can see what happens with me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so I think you've already had a haircut since you've had.
I have, and this one because she didn't thin it out like my last hairdresser. It hasn't even lasted. I think it's not even a month, and already it's like a mop. So I'm gonna have to go for a haircut.
Well, the second one, and I've only had one.
There we go. What's next?
Lots of interesting information today.
Next one is from Tina.
This is an interesting one. They gave us a lot of information about their exercise program. The very important question was, any suggestions on staying motivated to walk when the weather sucks? Because they try and push themselves out the door even if it's raining, but they don't like to walk in the dark, so winters are hard. So we're probably not the best people to ask about this because we're such wussies in winter. We also, probably not as bad as yours, Tina, but our winters are here in the Cape are quite tough on us. Lots of rain,
wind.
We lose the light earlier, so it is hard. And last year, in fact, the last couple of years, we haven't managed. Yeah, we used to be really, really good. And we've decided that this year we're going to try again. And our plan is to get really active and fit now in summer and then keep on going. Come what may.
Yeah.
Whatever the weather, like today it rained and we just we ran.
But to go back to specifically answer your question for, how to manage, other ways to manage it are to find some way of exercising at home that still feels like walking, because we've got one guy, we'll do some links in the description, we've got one guy that does, you can work up your steps with him. We've got a few of them actually where it's like these walking step workouts. We're also thinking of getting a rebounder again because it's another way to sort of get the steps in.
That guy actually got us through lockdown.
Yeah, Keone.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And then another thing I found which helps me a lot is to get motivated by others. So I really enjoy reading adventure memoirs. So there's one woman in particular who does the craziest things. She lives in Alaska and she'll cycle the Iditerod or really nuts thing. And so then I'll read that and I'll think, okay, well if she can do that, then I can go outside when it's 10 degrees and raining.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I also jokingly said when I was making notes for this that it could have the opposite effect and end up keeping you in bed with a plate of cookies while you read the rest of the book. So be careful.
Yeah, so try one of those things and see.
Let us know. And let us know, yeah.
Who's next?
Andrea.
Andrea is asking if we could make a video or give some tips on how to go the extreme minimalist route. There are a lot of videos about decluttering and how to start minimalism, but not much on how to become extreme. So, I mean, Ange wants to say something about this first because Andrea's from Ireland.
Yeah, so I wanted to be, before we answer your question, I want to know if you've been to the Happy Pear Cafe in, what's it called? Greystones.
Greystones, yeah.
Because it's on our bucket list to go there, and in between we just visit the place vicariously from people who either live in Ireland or who visit there. So please let us know. Now Sporty can answer your question.
And we'll link to them in the description for you. What were we going to say? The extreme minimalism.
Sorry.
I'm already almost done with my coffee. Sorry. So, no, we actually haven't done a video and we haven't really thought about doing a video about that, but it's
something to think about.
Yeah.
I mean, up till now, we've been trying to go the other way and persuade people that you can live a minimalist lifestyle without being extreme, to coerce them onto the dark side.
Mostly mindful.
But I mean, why not make something about how to go the other way? This is like get rid of all your stuff and have one pot.
That you can sit on and cook in.
I'm not even going there. Okay, so yes, that's onto our brainstorm.
We'll have a look at that, yeah. That's actually a great idea. Thank you.
We can start a new YouTube trend. How to become an extreme minimalist.
Yeah.
So there you have it. I think we've answered our whole list of questions.
Yeah.
That's cool. So then I guess we have to carry on with our day.
Yes, and we have to tell you that if you want to know anything else, give us questions in the comments and we'll include them in one of our coffee chats.
Yeah, we're thinking of switching up the coffee chats to have one theme or thing to talk about and then questions as well. But that's also in part of our brainstorming thing that's coming up.
Yeah, but you can obviously give your opinions because if you think that's going to be a good one, then we'll do it, of course.
Yeah, and
subscribe, like, share, all those good things, especially if you're new here.
And we'll see you next weekend for another coffee chat. Bye. Are you looking at the doiki?
No, I was just going to remind you because I was looking at myself. Mainly because I've got a neon jacket on today.
Okay.
Let's do the next one.
Rushing me along. Too much of waffling, Ange. From 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Sis.
Sorry.